wire and threatened with a chainsaw. The headlines say he was tortured with a chainsaw. I think the truth is he was merely threatened with a chainsaw. I don't even know if the chainsaw was on. That'd be kind of loud. He was tied up with electrical wire. A gun was pointed at him. His feet was put in water, and he was tased. He was pistol whipped and forced to do coke so that he would stay awake. But hey, it was in a nice Soho pad. Nice place. Not that bad, right? Another guy, a tourist and an XRP maximalist, okay, so doubly has it coming, was robbed of $123,000 worth of crypto. He took a fake Uber. Okay, this guy called an Uber. Somebody very cunning knew that he had called an Uber somehow, and he just went up and said his Uber nickname. He assumed that that guy was the Uber driver. He got in the car. He gave him a smoke that had devil's breath in it. Okay, this is straight out of Q's lab. We've got James Bond fucking kidnapping people for their crypto here, pretending to be an Uber driver, giving you a drugged cigarette that you for some reason smoke. And yeah, he like woke up with a bunch of his crypto gone, but most of it was Ripple, so it's probably doing him a favor. So yeah, I'm just telling you these scare stories. This is happening all the time now. This is happening like every fucking week now. So you're gonna hear me tell you stories like this again because they're very funny. I'm gonna laugh at you if this happens to you. Just know that. Here's what you gotta do. First off, you shouldn't be able to give someone tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars worth of crypto at any time, unless you need to be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to do that. Like just like you wouldn't carry that much in your pocket. So that's number one. You should use a hardware wallet. Like if you want multi-coin support, including Monero, you might want to look into one of the newer Trezor models. Those are pretty cool. There are other good ones that are just Bitcoin only or whatever that I don't know that much about, honestly. But yeah, do that and like leave it at home, and you can use like fucking can't even remember what they call it. There's like you can use a thing where you have 3 different seed phrases and you need 2 out of 3 or whatever. I don't know. Be smart about it. Keep your fucking mouth shut. Okay, don't let anyone know you have cryptocurrency, and just keep your fucking mouth shut. Don't have it on you. And maybe one day we'll have like smart wallets using smart contracts where you like can't withdraw too much, like the way ATMs work today. Next in digital security news, a new version of Cake Wallet is out. I think it's the first mobile wallet to have PayJoin v2, which is an improvement on PayJoin v1. If you don't know what that is, it's something that makes Bitcoin privacy better, and it saves on fees because a bunch of people do the transaction together. It's not as good as Whirlpool from Samurai Wallet, but for now, it's cool. And it's not a magic bullet. You shouldn't be mixing inputs that shouldn't be connected. If you have your drug money Bitcoin and your child prostitute Bitcoin and your normal everyday investment under your legal name, which is stupid, you shouldn't do that. Oh yeah, by the way, that's another thing. Don't use KYC exchanges. Don't buy crypto with KYC, especially if it's illegal in your country. That's another thing you shouldn't do. And people, by the way, people robbing you of cryptocurrency are definitely getting it because people used KYC exchanges. KYC exchanges get hacked, or people from the inside just leak the data. The data they have, which is personal information and financial information of people who have a lot of crypto, is really valuable data. So people steal it and people leak it for money. So if you put yourself on there, you're fucked sooner or later. And you're already fucked because someone else has your crypto, so go fuck yourself. Anyway, so yeah, that's cool, the new version of Cake Wallet. Also, Samurai Dojo, new version of that came out. That's got this thing by default called Soroban, which is a P2P Tor network for better privacy, and it will be used by later cool features that come out for Samurai Dojo. And there's something called Pando TX, which gives you more node privacy. Pretty much if you sign a transaction and you broadcast it on your own node, some folks might get a little worried about doing something like that because maybe someone could connect a node to certain things, certain transactions. There might be a pattern in there. Chain analysis might find something. Pando TX, the way that works is other people, other Samurai Dojo nodes on the Soroban network will do the thing for you. They'll broadcast the transaction for you. So it's better for we're broadcasting other people's transactions for each other, so that it's harder to tell which node. So that's cool. Samurai Dojo. You should totally have a Samurai Dojo if you use Bitcoin. But Monero is better for privacy. Sorry to the Bitcoin maximalists. Food and water security. This is just a silly bit of news. In Richmond, Virginia, there's a water boil advisory because their fucking water purification factories don't work. That's right, folks. We're talking about all kinds of security here. You're not very secure if you don't have water, if you don't have clean water, and if you get your water from the state, that's already a problem because even when it's working, it's not clean. Even when it's working, they're putting fucking fluoride and bleach and Lord knows what in there. They're probably putting the tears and blood of children that they tortured as part of some sort of, you people believe in that, right? I'm sure that'll, and yeah, fluoride, that's not good for you. Get your own water. You might want to get your well water tested though. That could be naturally fluoridated. Small time thugs news. Let's not forget about small time thugs. I'm not going to get political here. Okay, I don't give a shit about that stuff. But in and near Seattle, there's been persecution of Christians lately. I just want to say this so that you know that you can be persecuted for totally normal religious beliefs. And when I say persecuted, I mean violence. I mean like there's fucking riots where they're being violent towards people for being openly Christian. So just so you know, if you're in somewhere like Seattle where that can happen, that's real now. And you should either like keep your fucking head down and don't tell people and go to little events to do with your religion, especially if it's Christianity, or you should come like with a weapon and be ready for a fight and be happy to fight because it can be fun. Colorado Springs gunfight recently was oddly long. It lasted like minutes or something, which is weird. And it might mean that gangs are getting more powerful, at least in Colorado Springs. We'll see if that becomes a trend. I don't know, but it's pretty fucking weird, just so you know, for a gunfight between gang members not to break away in like seconds. It's really weird for it to last minutes. That's like a skirmish, okay? Which is cool. Hey, the police should have more, the bludgies should have more competition.